Today's horoscope from Astrocademy, Virgo July 31, 2022. With today's new moon in your solar 12th house, it's an important time for you to look back and review, process, and digest recent events. A sense of inner well-being can come from making plans for the future that inspire growth and hope. At the same time, it's not quite the time to lock things down. Rather, you're exploring possibilities and connecting with your inner needs. Today's new moon inspires a strong need for rest and replenishment. Spiritual needs and mental health are priorities. In the coming days, you are inclined to take charge of personal and private matters that need your attention. Or, you might give more time to a person in need or an important cause. Buried and neglected issues can now demand your attention. If you've neglected your psychic or emotional concerns, you're now ready to acknowledge and attend to them. Today, something communicated can stir up a bit of tension and perhaps some defensiveness. Consider whether it's better to correct or ignore errors and move on. It's a day when sharp words and moves can result from impatience or misunderstandings as Mercury forms a square with Uranus. There can be changes in plans, unexpected results, or communications that interrupt the flow. However, something random or sudden may stimulate a new perspective. Your planetary ruler, our cosmic messenger, Mercury, is stirring the pot yet again. He has been in such a cranky mood as of late, and this isn't getting any better. Today, as he darts along the sky in your solar 12th house of privacy, secrets, and hidden enemies, danger is afoot. In fact, something you've been hiding or something your lover has hidden from you could suddenly erupt out of nowhere. This is because Mercury will get tripped and stepped upon by electric Uranus, who always brings shocking news and anxiety. Panic attacks could be triggered because of this. What will you work on behind closed doors? It might be time to keep some projects and professional self-development to yourself as the new moon in Leo begins a more introspective cycle. By holding back, you will enjoy developing your passion projects without outside interference over the next 6 months. Prepare to double down on the secrecy since Jupiter retrograde in Aries also begins today. Now is a great time to begin refining your financial transformation, like slowly alleviating any residual debt or securing a rainy day fund of resources. Turn your ideas into money makers. Don't dismiss a passing whim or a quick thought. Keep a pen and piece of paper with you handy at all times. You are likely to come up with an ingenious plan while in your car. Or you could come up with an idea for a brand new hit song while walking down the street. These ideas could manifest into something huge. Don't disregard them just because they seem too unusual or far-fetched at first. Your advice is in great demand. Because of your high energy levels, you are happy to comply, but take care not to give too much of yourself. You might suffer a burnout and lose interest in others. It's fine to ask others to return the favor. Ultimately, relationships work best when give and take are done in equal measure. It's a good time to go in with friends or roommates on big purchases none of you can afford separately. Stay away from timeshares, but anything else is fair game. As soon as you arrive on the scene, you find that rivals seem to fade from view. Maintaining a natural approach helps you get the attention from any potential admirers. Make the most of your desirability and appeal, but be sure you don't overdo the swagger. Any exaggerated conduct can quickly become a turn-off. Have you been looking for a new job? If so, this could be the day when you get the offer. Or you might receive some unexpected information indicating possible new sources of income that you could pursue on your own. No matter what, new doors of opportunity are going to open for you, which could make a big difference in your lifestyle and catapult you into a higher socioeconomic bracket. Make the most of it all. The vibrations of the day are going to tend to destabilize you. You are going to have to go with the flow even if the going is a little rough. However, you should think about your behavior with your family and friends. Try not to beat them over the head with your certitude. Take time to listen and weigh the pros and cons of a situation and stop acting on impulse. There may be a slowdown in your professional life. 7 days after the Sun returned to Leo to begin your birthday month and new solar year, he is just now separating from the Moon and from the new Moon that yesterday has already opened new doors to. This has given this new solar year a tailwind and an early chance to draw a new line in the sand. While there is still a lot of water to pass under the bridge and Venus has yet to return to give your heart a voice, this is a chance to not only draw a new line in the sand but to look to the future with confidence. You might be feeling personally empowered by yesterday's new moon in Leo, but this is putting pressure on your relationships and with perfect timing. It is a clash between the Moon and Saturn in your relationship sector today and Mercury and Saturn tomorrow that is putting a balance between your personal and relationship needs to the test. Yet as the Moon and Mercury align, this makes it easier for the planet of communication to give this a voice. Our eyes in the sky. Power struggles and jealousy are the unfortunate themes of the day as the Moon opposes the depths of dark, murky Pluto before heading void of course later in the day. Other intense feelings could enter the picture as well, but whatever you're feeling will be strong and undeniably deep. There is seldom any gray area during this powerful lunar aspect. Emotional connections are tested now. People you can usually rely on might let you down, perhaps not intentionally, but everything feels a bit personal under this suspicious, self-doubting energy. Also watch out for anyone trying to play on your emotions or play up their own drama to get a reaction out of you. It's easy to get sucked into other people's pity parties now and let yourself get manipulated by a good sob story. Your judgment is fairly poor too, so making irrational decisions is likely. If you can't control your irrationality regarding a certain situation, this isn't a good time to get involved. Before noon, the Leo new moon prompts us to set intentions for embracing confidence and focusing our willpower. At this time, we visualize the world through the eyes of our inner child. Imagine that there are no obstacles to achieving your desires. No fears keeping you from sharing your creative gifts with the world. During this moon, we align with our heart center. From this place, we can commit to bringing our unique, authentic selves to all our engagements. Helpfully, the moon also trines Jupiter in Aries, allowing us to capitalize on good fortune. Luck is on our side now, encouraging us to seize opportunities for career expansion, leadership, and spiritual alignment. An opportunity to let go of old wounds and insecurities could manifest this afternoon when Lady Luna shares supportive energy with transformative Pluto. These vibes also present the perfect opportunity to step into your personal power, especially if you've been feeling undervalued recently. This evening, the conflict that emerged between the Sun, Mercury, and Saturn intensifies, and you might feel as though your voice is being restricted. If you've been neglecting your responsibilities lately, it could come back to haunt you tonight as well. In the afternoon, Jupiter, which is receiving a lucky trine from the new moon, stations retrograde. It will travel backward until November 23rd, re-entering Pisces as it does so. Jupiter retrograde is not a negative influence. It simply checks the growth and expansion of enterprises that risk ballooning out of control. It may appear that we've lost our luck, but by taking the long view, we recognize that too much of a good thing can land us in trouble. False starts or botched deals are simply clearing away opportunities that are ill-suited for us in the first place. The space created allows something better to arise in its place.